Welcome back to Reality Talks Returns, where we do not pick sides, we pick reality. And the reality is this: the actions that you commit create your reality. What do I mean when I say this? If you waking up every day and you doing what unsuccessful people do, you waking up, you doing drugs, you waking up, you being negative, you waking up, you're not going to work, you're not trying to find work, you're not creating a job, right? Once you commit those certain actions, you are building your reality. And the reality that you would have to live in is a person, an unsuccessful person. If you are wasting years after years going in and out of jail, selling dope, robberies, petty crimes, when you live in the reality of now you're in jail and you've wasted so many years in jail, that's because the actions created your reality. And the reality was a lot of time wasted while you sit in the jail cell. See, living in reality means taking accountability for the actions that we commit. Living in reality means not blaming loved ones like your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your friends for the position that you are in. If you are finding yourself broke at this very moment, ask yourself, what actions, right? What actions did you commit to cause the creation of your reality? If you waking up every day and you spending money, and you spending more money than you making, what do you think the reality is gonna be? The reality is gonna be is you're broke. You have to live in brokenness. If you're not trying to learn about credit, if you're not trying to learn about finances, if you're not trying to slow down, save your money. You know that car you want can wait. That house you want can wait. Those clothes, those shoes you want can wait. That jewelry you want can wait. Whatever it is you want can wait. Because once you understand every action has a reaction. And when you create that action or commit that action, it creates your reality. The action here, you dealing with all these women, you having all this sex, unprotected sex. You having all these kids, right? You didn't marry none of these women. You got 3, 4 kids, right? Now all these women put you on child support. Now you stressed because every time you get a paycheck, they get a paycheck too, right? And guess what? These actions, right, have to have to go here, and it created your reality. The reality of being stressed, being angry, being mad at the world because you broke, you have nothing. It's not the woman's fault that they're taking your money. It's not the white man's fault that they're taking your money. It's your fault. It's your fault because you thought that you could have sex with all these women, unprotected sex, have all these kids, thought you was gonna be a playboy forever, thought you was gonna look good forever, thought that you was gonna, have your way with these women forever. And the reality crushed you. The reality made you broke, made you unsuccessful, right? Understand this life can be a beautiful thing if you pay attention to the actions you commit. And his life can be a horrible thing if you don't pay attention to the actions that create your reality. Just like some of these rappers. Let's take King Von, for example. His friend, young Lil Durk, gave him an opportunity of a lifetime to make money, to make millions of dollars, to tour the world, to see beautiful places. People love you, right? But his actions created his reality. When he decided to punch that boy and then he ended up getting killed, you got to live in that reality. It wasn't that somebody was bothering him or somebody wanted him dead. His own actions of throwing the punch created the reality of him dead. If you drinking and driving, right, and you kill somebody, was those people wrong? Was they in your way? Right? Was somebody doing something to you? No. The action created your reality. And the reality is you took somebody's life. So now the justice system takes your life and make you go do 15 to 20 years, maybe life, depending on the situation. Now everybody sad and everybody mad because of the situation. But the reality is you created it. Understand, you can create anything on this planet. You can create any situation, any scenario that you want to create. I told myself I only wanted to create a good reality, a prosperous reality, a loving reality, an ambitious reality. That's the only reality that I want to create. Because it was at one point in my life when I was creating, right, a demonic reality, a stressful reality, an unsuccessful reality. And I'm so glad that I was able to live in reality, right? And snap out of that reality and live in the real reality. And stop being a blamer. Stop blaming people for my unsuccess. Stop blaming people for the position I'm in. Yes, we all go through things in life. Yes, we all go through ups. We go through downs. But it's still up to you, right, to create the right actions that's going to recreate your reality. There have been people who struggled all their life, who was broke, right? But they continue to chase their dreams and their goals, right? And they continue, right, to do their reality the way they was doing it. And it paid off. It paid off. You know, for instance, like a person like Tyler Perry was sleeping in cars, was homeless, you know, heard no maybe 1,000, maybe 1,000,000 times. But he stayed true, right? He stayed true to his actions of writing screenplays and, you know, booking out venues and selling tickets and continuing to put his money behind his brand. And now Tyler Perry is a billionaire, almost a billionaire. Because of the actions, right? Because of the actions he was doing, which created his reality. So I wanted to drop this video because I don't think a lot of you guys are getting it and understanding what reality is. And reality is taking responsibility for one's actions, right? Taking responsibility for the life that you're going to live and the life that you are going to create. Fight you. Stop being in competition with all these people and be in competition with you. Be in competition with the old you and try to destroy the old you so you can become the best you. Ask yourself at this very moment, are the actions that you are committing, what kind of reality is it making you live in? Right? What kind of reality is it going to make you live in down the road? I promise you guys, you can live in any type of reality that you want to live in. But you got to create it. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Reality Talks with Terrence, where we do not pick sides. We pick reality. And the reality is this: the actions you commit will create the reality you live in. Peace.